3, members present, would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Notice to the public, the Board of Supervisors welcomes comments from the public during the time allowed for discussion, and you are requested to approach the microphone, state your name for the record, and limit the time used to present your remarks in order that others may be given the opportunity to speak. The normal process on any agenda item is for the chairperson to read the item from the agenda. The board is given an opportunity to comment on the issue and or place a motion on the floor. An opportunity for discussion may be presented, at which time the public may participate, and a roll call will follow. Okay. First of all, item number 1 is approve or amend the agenda.
Mr. Chairman, I would approve the agenda as printed.
Mr. Chairman, I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? If not, roll call vote, please.
Slauson.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Our next one, item number 2, years of service recognition, Mike Stegman, Conservation Director, for 20 years. Michael, if you would come forward, I'd appreciate the opportunity to give you a certificate. Now, it's not real gold. Okay. We wished it could be. You know how we are. We're either out of money or cheap. One or the other. One or the other. A certificate of appreciation may it be known that Michael Stegman served Marshall County as a conservation director. We are extending an expression of appreciation for 20 years of service. We hereby present this certificate. And I've been very impressed with all the things that you do, that you coordinate, supervise and whatever, and the trip that you gave me when I first came in as a supervisor, and we saw all 29 places in the county. I think it's spectacular. And I'm going to shorten mine up here. David, you would like to present a few of your ideas about it.
I would, and I concur. We have 29 quality of life recreational facilities throughout the county, and they're immense. They're well utilized. You've been a tremendous steward of the tax dollars that you get an opportunity to use, and you've been a tireless individual that has pursued grants, fundraising for everything you do. And I've known you for years. We're friends. I'm proud to know you, and I think you do one heck of a job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Very, very much so.
Very much, yeah.
Mike, I'd also like to say, what a commitment for 20 years of been doing what you've been doing here. And no, you're fortunate. You're lucky. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So thank you.
Steve,
You bet. Yeah. Appreciate it. Thanks again. Thank you.
Suitable for framing, by the way. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, the next is the consent agenda. Approval of minutes from the regular session of July 25, 2017. File clerk of District Court Report 617, General Supplemental Fund Surcharge $971.93. Number 5, accept the audit report on Central Iowa Community Services, CICS, for the year ended June 30th, 2016, and place on file. 6 is file clerk of District Court Report 717, General Supplemental Fund Surcharge $544.23. And then we have several manure management plans here. Number 7 is accept annual manure management plan, annual update, Burt Farm and Livestock Incorporated, ID number 65507. A manure management plan received and placed on file with no changes made to MMP. Item number 8, accept manure management plan update, Norman Pork LLC, ID 59367. Annual update received and placed on file with no changes made to the manure management plan. Item number 9, accept manure management plan update, Eric Edler, ID 61858. Annual update received and placed on file with following changes made to the manure management plan. Change crop rotation or optimum yields, and using manure analysis for determining determining application rates when applying manure. Item number 10, accept manure management plan update, South Hardin Farms LLC, ID 65416, annual update received and placed on file with no changes made to MMP. Now, I might comment on that. When it says South Hardin Farms, the facilities actually are in Hardin County, but there's part of their manure management plan, in other words, where they apply the manure, is in Hardin County and Marshall County. So this is why that they have to do in both counties. Number 11, approve mobile band shell rental agreement. Central Iowa Fair has submitted a completed rental agreement for the mobile band shell to be placed at the Central Iowa Fairgrounds from Tuesday, July 10th through Sunday, July 15th, 2018 for the Central Iowa Fair. Item number 12, approve claims. Approve claims as audited and authorized by the county auditor and recorder to issue payment of the same. The listing of claims paid at this meeting and all claims paid in the month of August will be published as part of the first meeting in, cross out July, it should be September. That was just a cut and paste typo. The chair would entertain a motion at this time to approve the consent agenda.
Mr. Chairman, I motion that we approve the consent agenda with the change of September and as printed.
And I second.
Been moved and seconded to approve these with the change in the date. If there's any further discussion? If not, roll call vote, please.
Slosson.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes. Just a simple question. When they do a manure management plan and it involves two different counties, do you know if they have to pay double the fee, or is it just one single plan?
I don't know that. I don't know.
I certainly hope they don't have to pay the DNR twice.
I would think not. I would think not. But they, every field, the soil samples from every field are given to a third party, and that third party analyzes this and determines how much manure they can have after they test the manure in that particular manure facility.
This is the one plan that we get from this particular company that does in
Yes.
both counties.
Yeah, it's a scientific approach. It's not just let's throw it on and see how it lays. You know.
No, and it gets knifed, it gets injected.
Yes.
It
Yes.
doesn't just, they don't just throw this on top of the ground for it to run off, guys.
Okey-doke. Now, we said item number 12 was approved, correct? We're done. Okay. Item number 13, approve personnel action, change of status and change rate of pay. Stephanie Calder, change of status from property tax assistant supervisor, treasurer's office to administrative assistant county attorney's office. Change rate of pay from $19.10 per hour to $15.98 per hour effective August 3rd, 2017. The chair would entertain a motion for this.
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion to approve this personnel action.
Mr. Chair, I will second that.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? If not, roll call vote, please.
Slosson.
Yes.
Patton.
Approved, or yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
The motion approved. About skipped you there, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Not that you're not important. Number 14, resolution 2017-0038 is a resolution to vacate a portion of road in Marshall County, Iowa, petition 843. Whereas the Marshall County Board of Supervisors held a public meeting on July 25th, 2017 to vacate the following. It is at this public hearing, let's stop a second here. The numbers we put in here, was that from last time or is that going to be from this time?
Should be from this time.
Okay. So we have 0 individuals presented written or oral comments, and there were 0 questions or objections on file in the county auditor's office and the Board of Supervisors office. All of 310th Street lying between sections 18 and 19, Township 82 North, Range 17 West of the 5th Prime Meridian, Marshall County, Iowa, except the east 514.5 feet thereof. Whereas said portion of road is no longer necessary or required for the use by the public for road purposes and will not hereafter be required for construction or maintenance purposes for any road or alley. Whereas there were 0 claims for the damages and 0 are being awarded. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Marshall County Board of Supervisors that all of 310th Street lying between sections 18 and 19, Township 82 North, Range 17, west of the 5th Prime Meridian, Marshall County, Iowa, except the east 514.5 feet thereof, herein with any and all rights of Marshall County in and to the same are hereby abandoned, and Marshall County hereby disclaims any right, title, or interest in and to said road or to the use thereof for any purpose whatsoever. Be it further resolved that any utility company retains its right to continue in possession of a right-of-way after vacation or sale of right-of-way, road of right-of-way. Iowa Code Section 306.22 continuous rights that were in effect prior to the sale of right-of-way. Iowa Code Section 478.17 assures utility companies of reasonable access, and Iowa Code Section 479.24 gives pipeline companies the right of eminent domain. The Board of Supervisors hereby resolves to convey title to the above described property by quick claim deeds to Alfred Runner Family Trust, Stephen D. Runner, and Dolores and Lynn Zesch. The required quick claim deeds are hereby approved, and the chairman of the Board of Supervisors is authorized to sign it on behalf of Marshall County. Dated at Marshall County, Iowa, this 8th day of August 2017. At this point, the board or the chair would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I motion that we adopt resolution number 2017-0038 to vacate a portion of road in Marshall County, Iowa, and authorize the chairman to sign the documents.
And I would second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion?
I think that, at the public hearing, it should be how many individuals need to write, but I can't remember how many actually said something that day. I think it was 2
We
or
had
3.
just
2?
one individual that was a neighboring property owner that wanted to make sure he still would have access, and then you had Steve Runner and his wife were here.
Okay. So a
Total of 3.
3, yeah.
And they all had only oral comments, there was
Yeah.
nothing written.
Yeah. I think we should change that to 3 individuals.
Okay.
Okay.
So motion. We haven't voted yet. Have we
Nope.
voted?
No.
Okay.
We have a motion and a second to adopt.
We have, I asked for any further discussion. Is there any further discussion? Okay, roll call vote, please.
Slosik,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Okay, motion is carried. Item number 15, continuing disclosure document. Northland Security has certified the filing of Marshall County's annual continuing disclosure report and audited financial statements for the fiscal year ended June 30th, 2016 on the electronic municipal market access EMMA website pursuant to the reporting requirements of amended SEC Rule 15C2-12. The county's audit was posted on May 30th, 2017, and the annual report was posted on June 14th, 2017. They can be viewed at the website as it is described here, and a copy of the annual report is on file with Marshall County. The chair would entertain a motion of approval at this point.
Mr. Chairman, I would make a motion to accept the report and place it on file.
Mr. Chair, I will second that.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion?
This should be the last time we're doing this, as long as we do not have, when we pay off our bonds in the spring, we should not have to do this next year.
Okay. If there's no further discussion, roll call vote, please.
Slosik,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Okay, motion has been accepted. 16, 2017 Laurel Ween 11-75K run. Discussion and possible action on the use of utilizing 330th Street in southern Marshall County, Iowa for a 11.75K run and community celebration Laurel Ween party or parade and party held on Saturday, October 28, 2017. The chair would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I motion that we approve the use of Marshall County Road 330th Street for 11.75K run on Saturday, October 28, 2017.
And I would second.
It's been moved and seconded. Quick question, Mr. Phillips. Did they contact you about this?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
And I went ahead and we'd be able to provide support for the crossing of Highway 14 between 3 and 5 o'clock for the cross 14 as long as the DOT approves.
Okay, so you're fine with the way it's set up at this point?
Yes, we are.
Okay, that was our concern. It was not going to go forward without you giving your blessing.
We expected her to be here this morning, and Lisa asked her when she called in that she had contacted you, and you have no trouble with it at all from a secondary roads perspective?
I sent an email to Lynn Gummer, the city clerk, and told her I was just fine with it. And she did explain to me that the sheriff's office was going to be helping with the closure, and I have no worries.
If they're good with it, I certainly am.
Is 330th the highway that runs between Laurel and Gilman?
Yes, and then Rogers Street, I think, inside of Laurel.
Okay.
Okay. Any further discussions? Questions? If not, roll call vote, please.
Slosson.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Okay. Motion's been approved. Item number 17, the Iowa Burn Justice Assistant Grant, JAG Program, grant number 14-JAG-200382. Acknowledged receipt of JAG Grant Award Notice for the Iowa Burn Justice Assistance Grant Program. The federal award is $75,387 with a match of $25,129 coming from the individual department budget line items. This grant period is for July 1, 2017 through June 30th, 2018. The chair would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I motion that we accept this award notice from the Iowa Burn JAG Assistance Grant Program.
And I second.
Been moved and seconded. Discussion.
Joel, is this primarily going towards the drug task force again?
Yes, it is.
And if memory serves me right, we split this up multi-jurisdictional between our sheriff's department, the city, and Tama County? Okay. So the associated match comes out of equal proportions of those three entities?
Yes, it is.
Perfect.
Any other questions? Any other comments?
I know several years ago that to support the multi-jurisdiction task force in the state of Iowa, all the agencies involved had agreed to take a minimal cut in the burn JAG grant funds, sustain multiple task force agencies. I do know that maybe the next year or so there may be another commanders meeting on how we want to break this up if we want to restructure the task force regions to apply those resources to the more successful or active areas and the hot spots in drugs. And obviously, we're in a very substantial area where the narcotics are distributed in our communities. So
Okay.
that may be coming the next year through the burn JAG grant, Dennis Wiggins, the ODCP administration.
Okay.
My bet is you'll probably see that happen because we were also one of the three areas throughout the state that was awarded an additional magistrate to handle the load. So,
Yep.
yeah, from a legislative perspective, I would have to say, yeah, we're in the front running.
Yes.
Don't really want to be there,
No,
but
no,
it is what it is.
And for the amount of the manpower officers that are in the area that we cover, we're in the top 3 in the state of Iowa as far as data collection and making an impact.
Thank you. Thank you for coming and sharing that with us. Appreciate that. Any further discussion?
Yes, sir.
If not, roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Graven, great. That's all around. Solosik should be first.
Okay, and I would say yes.
Patton,
Yes.
and then we'll have Thompson.
Okay.
Okay, it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Motion's passed. Item number 18, secondary roads, DOT pre-construction agreement for road improvement to Iowa Road 146. DOT project number STPN-146-48-2J-64. Discussion and possible action to approve a pre-construction agreement with Iowa DOT. This agreement involves Portland cement concrete, pavement grade and new on Iowa 146 from County Road E49 to US 30, Marshall County. Pave fillets will be constructed at the following locations. A, 250th Street, east side of Iowa 146, and B, 250th Street, west side of Iowa 146. And Marshall County shall reimburse the DOT for its share of the project cost, estimated at $19,600. The chair would entertain a motion at this time.
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion to approve this IDOT pre-construction agreement. It involves Portland cement concrete, pavement grade, and new on Iowa 146 from County Road E49 to US 30, Marshall County.
Mr. Chair, I will second that.
Been moved and seconded. Paul, you're ready to go. Okay.
This is just similar to other pre-construction agreements that we've had where we can get extended fillets out away from the main line of the primary road. And 146, this 2-mile section is going to be a new grade and pave, so it's just a chance to get that paved out away from the main line so that during the course of maintenance, our maintainer doesn't have to be ever in the traveled way of Iowa 146.
Now, the guys who are actually running the graders, they come back with comments about?
Yeah, every operator that I've spoken to appreciates the improvements where they have it.
Okay, very good. Any further discussion or questions? If not, roll call vote, please.
Solosik,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Number 19 is public forum. Public forum is a time set aside for the public to make comments on topics of county business other than those listed on this agenda. No action will be taken on any of these topics brought up in the public forum.
Are you glad to see the work going on with the elevators?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Has
Been working
its
on
ups
that.
and downs.
Yeah. There's difficulty at times, as anything would be. You know, if you fix a road, you know, you got problems. Once in a while, the electricity goes, computers go. That's going to happen for a while. Noise, so on and so forth. But we're looking forward to this being done. So, yes, good question though.
Quick question, I had somebody I ran into a couple days ago on the paving that has been done on Wallace Avenue. Some of the asphalt has left quite a dip between where the asphalt is and their drive. Are we responsible for filling that in?
Yeah, those will all be improved to the place where they're usable and be the.
Okay, do we have a time frame on that? And I'll let this person know.
I don't, but I can find one for you. I mean, it's gonna
Okay.
be, construction's gonna be completing here in the next week or so, but if it's a daily access thing, they really need to provide them access to their residents, like, same day.
She just had an issue with the drop off from the asphalt to her entrance.
Okay, but is it a residential entrance or?
Yes.
Because they need to keep those usable, you know, during the course of the project, so I just
Okay.
need to find out where it's at and verify that it's being done.
I'll give you the name after the public meeting.
All right.
Thank you. Anything else? If not, we're going to go to item number 20, adjournment. The next regular session is August 22nd, 2017 at 9 a.m. All business to be acted upon at that session should be submitted to the County Auditor Recorder's Office or Board of Supervisors' Office by Thursday, August 17, 2017, at 1 p.m. There being no further business to come before the board, the meeting is adjourned at 9:24.
26?
Ooh, just went to 25. Okay. We'll close it off.
Thank you all for coming.